A project can fail even when the team is intelligent. A project can fail even when the budget is huge. A project can fail even when everyone is working hard. Why? Because hard work is not the same as project management. You can have engineers, accountants, managers, designers, contractors, consultants, and sponsors all working on the same project, and still fail if nobody is managing scope, time, cost, risk, communication, stakeholders, and change. That is why project management became a serious subject taught in universities, companies, and professional institutions. Welcome to Lesson 2, Why Project Management Became Taught and Why It Is in High Demand. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to explain why project management moved from experience-based practice to formal education. You will understand why projects fail. You will see why organizations need trained project professionals. You will discover why project management skills are useful in almost every industry. And you will understand why certifications like PMP, CAPM, Prince2 and Agile certifications helped project management become a global profession. For many years, people managed projects mainly through experience. They learned by watching others. They copied what senior people did. They used intuition. They made mistakes. They improved through trial and error. That worked when projects were smaller, simpler, and less expensive. But modern projects changed everything. Today, a project may involve millions of dollars, strict deadlines, many stakeholders, advanced technology, government regulations, public scrutiny, and serious reputational risk. A small mistake can delay the whole project. A poor decision can waste money. A weak communication system can confuse everyone. A risk that was ignored at the beginning can become a crisis later. That is why organizations could no longer depend only on common sense. Project management became taught because organizations needed people who could apply tested principles, not merely guess. A person may be intelligent and hardworking, but still fail as a project leader. Why? Because project leadership requires more than energy. It requires knowing how to ask the right questions before the work begins. What exactly are we delivering? Who approves it? What is excluded? What is the deadline? What is the budget? Who are the stakeholders? What risks could stop us? How will progress be measured? What happens when the client requests changes? These questions sound simple, but if they are not answered early, the project can collapse later. Many project failures revealed one painful truth: poor management can destroy good ideas. The lesson manual mentions examples such as a delayed airport baggage system, a spacecraft lost because of unit conversion errors, and a large government website that failed at launch. These examples teach one major lesson: technical skill alone is not enough. You can have engineers, programmers, designers, contractors, and consultants. But if communication is weak, if risks are ignored, if testing is poor, if responsibilities are unclear, and if changes are not controlled, the project can still fail. Project failure does not only waste money, it wastes time, it damages reputations, it destroys public trust, it frustrates users, it can even affect national development when public projects fail. Now let us look at 5 common reasons projects fail. Number 1, poor planning. This happens when the project begins before the team clearly understands scope, time, cost, quality, and resources. The solution is to prepare a realistic project plan, work breakdown structure, schedule, budget, and risk register. Number 2, poor communication. This happens when the sponsor, team, users, contractors, and managers do not share the same information. One person thinks the project is on track. Another person knows there is a delay. Another person is waiting for approval. Another person has changed the requirement. Confusion becomes normal. The solution is a communication plan, regular reporting, and clear escalation channels. Number 3, weak risk management. This happens when possible problems are ignored until they become emergencies. A good project manager does not wait for problems to explode. They identify risks early, assign owners, and prepare responses. Number 4, poor coordination. This happens when tasks depend on each other, but teams work in isolation. For example, the IT team is waiting for data, the finance team is waiting for approval, the supplier is waiting for payment, the contractor is waiting for materials. Everybody is busy, but the project is not moving properly. The solution is integrated planning, dependency mapping, and coordination meetings. Number 5. Weak change control. This is one of the most dangerous project problems. A client asks for more features. A sponsor adds new requirements. A manager changes the design. A department requests extra work, but nobody checks the effect on cost, time, scope, quality, or resources. That is how scope creep begins. The solution is proper change control and sponsor approval for significant changes. At some point, organizations realize something important. You cannot just assign any smart person to manage a serious project. Being intelligent is useful, being hardworking is useful, being experienced is useful. But project managers need a specific body of knowledge. They need to understand planning, scheduling, budgeting, risk, procurement, quality, communication, leadership, and stakeholder management. This is why project management entered universities, corporate training programs, professional certification systems, project management offices, and specialized degree programs. A trained project manager brings discipline to uncertainty. They do not only ask, "Can we do this?" They ask, "How exactly will we do this successfully?" Some people think project management is only for construction. That is wrong. Every organization that changes, grows, innovates, or solves problems uses projects. A school introducing a new curriculum is running a project. A bank upgrading its digital banking system is running a project. A food processing company installing a new production line is running a project. A hospital launching a new patient record system is running a project. A government constructing a road is running a project. A non-profit organization providing community water is running a project. A film producer creating a movie is running a project. A YouTube creator building a content series is also running a project. Projects are everywhere because change is everywhere. Project management is in high demand because its skills are transferable. If you understand scope, schedule, budget, risk, stakeholders, and communication, you can work across many industries. The technical details may change. A construction project is different from a banking system upgrade. A hospital expansion is different from a music concert. A new product launch is different from a government policy program, but the management logic is similar. What are we delivering? When must it be done? How much money do we have? Who is affected? What risks could stop us? How will we know we are making progress? That is why project management gives students a serious career advantage. Certifications helped project management become a global profession. Certifications like PMP, CAPM, Prince2, and Agile certifications do not replace experience, but they show that a person has studied recognized principles and can use professional project management language. PMP is widely recognized for experienced project managers. CAPM is useful for beginners and students. Prince2 is a structured project management method used in the UK, Europe, and many Commonwealth contexts. Agile certifications show familiarity with flexible and iterative ways of delivering work, especially in software and product development. Certifications also help employers understand what a project manager is expected to know. The demand for project management comes from one simple reality. Organizations must deliver change successfully. A business that cannot launch products will struggle. A school that cannot improve its systems will fall behind. A bank that cannot upgrade technology will lose customers. A government that cannot deliver infrastructure will lose public trust. A hospital that cannot improve services will affect patient care. A company that cannot implement new processes will waste money and time. Project management provides the method for turning strategic intentions into practical results. It connects vision to execution. It turns ideas into work. It turns work into outcomes. Here is the big lesson. Project management became taught because modern projects became too complex, risky, costly, and important to be managed by guesswork alone. Experience matters. Hard work matters. Technical skill matters. But without proper project management, even talented people can produce failed projects. That is why organizations need people who can define scope, plan schedules, control cost, manage risks, communicate clearly, handle stakeholders, control changes, and measure progress. Project management is not just a course. It is a professional survival skill. Here is your assignment. Think of one failed project you have seen in your school, workplace, community, church, business, or country. Ask yourself, was the problem poor planning, poor communication, weak risk management, poor coordination, or weak change control? Write your answer in the comments. In Lesson 3, we will answer one of the most important beginner questions in project management. What exactly is a project, and how is it different from routine work? Subscribe, because once you understand project management, you will never look at work, business, government, school, or leadership the same way again.